Hey there, and welcome back to Cosmic Crypto. In this video, we're going to be talking about HBAR, Hedera Hashgraph. Let's go. Okay, welcome back to the channel. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, what are you waiting for? Go down below, hit that subscribe button. While you're down there, if you can tap the like button, I'd really appreciate it. HBAR Hedera Hashgraph. This is the cycle for HBAR Hedera Hashgraph, in my opinion. Last cycle, what did they do? Let's just go from when the move really started to the top. Was almost a 2,000% move. I mean, actually, if you went all the way from the bottom, I guess we can say, to the top, a 6,000% move. HBAR is going to have a massive move. I mean, minimum price target for me is 46 cents. And I think it's going way higher than that. HBAR, there was a lot of hype for HBAR in the last cycle. I just remember a lot of people hyping up HBAR. It's a fantastic project. And it did have a massive move, but, you know, I felt like it didn't reach the peaks that a lot of people were saying. A lot of people were saying HBAR is going to $1.50, HBAR is going to $2, somewhere around there. Let's do a fib from the top here. I'm on the weekly time frame down to the bottom. And I think in my opinion, I think $1.20 is minimum price target, for the bull run for HBAR. I think that a possible likely price target is $3. Those are my, that's kind of what I'm seeing. And that's based off Fibonacci's, that's based off of a few other things, but that's kind of where I'm looking for my price targets for HBAR. In the shorter term, weekly time frame, we had this falling wedge that we broke out of. We talked about this. We've got two massive weekly candles coming out of there. And actually, I want to put that Fibonacci back on. There we go, because I want to look at something here. We just did, on the weekly time frame, busted above the 50 on the RSI here. So that's a good sign. That's also telling me that we might have a little bit of sideways action, maybe, to happen. I thought sideways action was going to happen last week, but HBAR just had another massive run with this candle right here. So who knows? But we'll have to go down the lower time frames to kind of get a better view of what I think is going to happen. On the weekly time frame, we've got plenty of room to run to the upside on not only the RSI, but the trend directional here. The stochastic's doing just fine. And on the weekly time frame, as you can see, along with almost all the other cryptos, this has been something I've been noticing. If you are following a crypto that's been in a falling wedge for a very long time, one major accomplishment that we just had for all these cryptos is we busted above this 236 Fibonacci right here. We broke above it. We're finding it as support right now on the weekly time frame. And so as long as we can find that as support and then maybe hold it, so maybe we just do like a support testing weekly candle here, and then the next week, which is coming up in 5 days, 18 hours. So there's still plenty of time, plenty of the week, most of the week left. Then the next week, we can maybe continue on to the upside. Maybe we do it this week. Who knows? We'll see. That's a pretty high wick, though, that I've got right here. And it came lined up perfectly with the resistance right over here at the 0.8 level, at the 8 cent level. Let's go down to the lower time frame. Let's go to the daily here. And one thing I'm seeing is we're kind of forming this flag coming in here, which is telling me there might be a chance for another big move coming up here. We'll just have to see. We're completely overbought on the RSI. We are trending down on the stochastic on the daily, and we've got the red dot that printed 2 days ago on the trend directional here. And so, and actually, if we look at the RSI, it looks like we had some support. No, we're touching support right now on the RSI. So we had support, and now we're touching it one more time, which is, we could have that one more pump to the upside. I'm very curious to see what this Elliott wave thing says on the daily. It doesn't say anything, which is telling me that this is probably Elliott wave 1. And then we're trying to find wave 2 either right now or sometime in the near future. We'll have a correction in order to find wave 2. But on the daily time frame, we broke above the 200 EMA here, and we're right now doing our best to hold it as support. We're right now barely over it. So we were on top of it for a day, 2 days, 3 days, fell below it, and now we're pushing back above it right now during this candle, this day right here. Let's go down to the 4 hour just because I want to see what this kind of pattern is looking like. So on the 4 hour, it's saying that we do have a higher move to make on the Elliott wave here. So we did have a 1, 2, 3. We are forming our fourth wave right now, which if this is the fourth wave, I do believe that the bottom is in for that at the 0672 area. And so, I mean, we'll just have to wait and see if this projection, pans out. This is just an indicator. It's not absolute that it's going to go there. But if this is the case, let's just do a percentage move here from this bottom to the top of the 1. It's a 70% move. Okay, so let's see if this is the bottom here. Okay, so I'm actually, I mean, if this does actually make another move to the upside, I'm kind of eyeing 10-cent level here for HBAR for the next price target if it does break up above. So we'll just have to wait and see on that one. We do on the daily, on the 4 hour time frame, have a green dot down here, and plenty of room to run on the upside on the RSI. We did come back down. We tested the 55 level here and held it so far, and that's what we've been holding. If you grab a horizontal line here and we just put it right there on the RSI, you can see that this entire run up, we've just been coming down to the 55 and, continuing to hold it as support, and now we're holding it supposedly as support again right now. So there's a decent chance that this is a nice flag forming right here, and we come up and we get to that next 10-cent level there, which is going to be a decent move from right now. I mean, we can get up there. That's another almost 50% move. So pay attention to that. It looks like we are attempting to break above this. Well, let's just go from this one to this one. Let's get some. So, I mean, we have broken above this flag right now. Maybe even a falling wedge of sorts, a flag, falling wedge. Something like that. Let's go down to the 2 hour and kind of move these around here a little bit. Yeah, so we've already broken above it and possibly coming back down to retest it, or there's plenty of room to move to the upside on the trend directional here and the RSI. Let's go to the 1 hour really quick just to see. I mean, even on the 1 hour, it's still saying all the way down from the 4 hour to the 1 hour. It's still saying that these Elliott wave projections are happening. So, I mean, I think there's a decent chance actually that we do move to the upside here. And just out of curiosity, let's do this third wave here for our flag. Yeah, so if we take the entire third wave move here and use it as our pole for our flag, it actually reaches that 10-cent level perfectly. So there's a lot of things lining up here for HBAR to make its next move. On the 4 hour, we were underneath the 50 on the RSI, the 50 level for this entire flag time here. Well, we just broke above it, and now we're coming down to retest it. And so, yeah, I'm kind of seeing possibly a retest here. Maybe we don't go too much lower because we already retested it once on a 4 hour. And then kind of a continuation on to the upside through this week. I mean, we could see another 50% move almost for HBAR through the rest of this week. Otherwise, pay attention for this to be a fake out and for us to fall through to the downside. And if that does happen, then let's go out to the daily here where I want to look at some price targets for where it could fall. We could be looking at, if it does fall through to, and this is a fake out to the upside, maybe we see something back down at the 6-cent level. Would be my most likely first price target. We are right now holding the 236 Fibonacci, which is good. So that, I mean, we are already holding some kind of a support line here and the 200 EMA on the daily. So there's a very strong, I would say it's probably a 70-30, a 70% chance we do go higher, 30% chance we break to the downside. It might all depend on what Bitcoin's doing. Bitcoin's above 23,000 right now. I do have a feeling it's going to go up to 25,000 here in the short term. So we'll just have to wait and see what happens there. But that's pretty much all I got for HBAR. Looking fantastic. This is going to be a massive run for HBAR. Actually, just out of curiosity, with the percentage move here, let's just say that we get to my first target here of $1.20. you know, even from where we're at right now, if you miss the boat, you're still looking at a 1,600% move. If you think you missed the boat, I should say. So, I mean, and that's if my price target comes true. I'm just a dude on his computer, so it might not come true, but I do think that's my first price target. There is $1.20 for HBAR and possibly even higher. So we'll just have to wait and see. But yeah, that's pretty much all I got. If you like this video, please subscribe to the channel, hit that like button, share it with your friends, and I will talk to you later.